This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cardinals will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Virginia's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense...
There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Dumps it to the back. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. So Louisville's offense has the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Quarterback on the keeper. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Back to throw, it's Stokes. Using his feet to buy time. It's complete to the right. Knocked off his feet.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Kick is in the air. Cradles it at the 35. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense
turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going to the running game. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. And here comes the offense on second down. Defense looks like they're coming. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Louisville. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Back to pass, it's Stokes. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your...
Brings into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into
touchdown, Cavalier! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Makes the grab on the left. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
The Cardinals will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown Cardinals. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Stokes. Got his man quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's open on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Cavaliers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The give on the inside. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Cavaliers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He's in there for the deuce, and they extend the lead to 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Got it in the middle. It's Garrison. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Tight end now in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the ground with the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Delivers the stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Pushes ahead. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And the Cavaliers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Set, ready.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Stokes. This time it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The Cavaliers need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And that one will give him the lead. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Turning it on. 10. Touchdown, Louisville. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Stokes. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. First play of the drive, wants to throw. On target. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Cardinals in a good spot here with second and short. Caught behind the line. It's Garrison. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Throws to the tight end. Got a wide open receiver. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Cardinals line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Stokes. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Offense changing the play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
So now it's second and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Just keep slinging it. Quick completion on the out. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Virginia. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's new. You want to kick the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football. I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It's tough. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. Here's the return. He gets a block. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Cavaliers have this offense rolling. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots.
He smashes his way through again. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Garrison. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. On the move at the 30. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Here we go. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun to give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Started this drive with a bang, but now it is third down. Quarterback making adjustments. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have the lead in the one position. But they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down still on his feet. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. And they'll take a knee.